Hey there, thanks for stopping by. My name is Thom Rigsby, host of the 5-day-a-week podcast called 7 Minutes in the Morning and the weekly radio show, Talk Radio for Entrepreneurs. Over the past couple of days, I've been working on my outcomes-based framework for success. And part of that framework is talking about goals and goal setting. And then part of that conversation is creating SMART goals. Now, you may have heard of this acronym before, SMART goals, and using them to kind of make sure that your goals are specific and measurable and those things. But I have a little bit of a different take. I take some of the pieces and twist them around a little bit, use them differently with my coaching clients. So I thought this would be a great excerpt to make from the outcomes-based framework for success and help you understand how I use SMART goals. Stick around to the end of the video and I'll be back with more then. Let's get to it. Our goals. They are demonstrable, measurable outcomes. But I want to talk about, I've got it started here, and I have the acronym down here. SMART goals. You may have heard of SMART goals before. I personally don't like the way that most people break down SMART goals. So I rewrote them, okay? And there's some similarities, but there's some key differences also. So SMART, again, is another acronym. SMART stands for S, be specific, right? You don't want more customers, you want 100 customers, right? Or 100 additional customers. Be specific. Why? Because it has to be M, measurable. If you can't measure the goal, then how will you know if you ever reached it or not, right? I want to be happier. Okay, how do you measure happy? Now, I mean, you might be able to, but you have to define that now. Because if you start this block of planning with a goal that can't be measured and get halfway through it, then when you lose that sense of excitement and you're in the grind and you need something to look back on that you can measure and say, hey, I've made progress, there's nothing there to measure. All right, A is for aligned. Now, this is the A and the R is where I differ with most people. Aligned means that this goal is going to move me toward this outcome, right? We can create a lot of goals. For example, here's a great one, right? I hear this one all the time. I want 1,000 followers on Facebook, or I want 1,000 subscribers to my YouTube channel. Okay, that's awesome. But if I say Facebook, I meant Instagram. I want 1,000 followers on Instagram. Great. But if your customer's not on Instagram, that goal is not aligned. It doesn't move the needle over here for this outcome. You need a goal to be aligned with the outcome so that it actually has an impact. And that leads us to the R in SMART, relevant. If I achieve this goal, will it move the needle on the outcome? So many people look at and create goals that have no impact at all on the outcome that they're trying to reach. And it's not that they don't work hard in trying to reach that goal, it just doesn't do anything for them. So you want to make sure that it's specific, it's measurable, it's aligned, it's relevant. And then the T in SMART stands for time boxed. You want to put a time limit on it. You don't want to leave it open-ended. Oh, I would like, and this is how, look, I'm just walking you through conversations that I've had with business owners. I want to add 100 customers this year. Okay, great. How many are you going to add in the first quarter? Oh, I don't know. I just want 100 by the end of the year. No, not with me you don't, right? We have to break that down into goals that are measurable, right? So even if you want 100 for the year, I'm going to push you to break it down into smaller chunks. You'll see in a minute how that plays out when we talk about milestones. So specific, measurable, aligned, relevant, and time box. Specific, measurable, aligned, relevant, and time box. Those are SMART goals, and you apply those rules to both your open-ended goals, which you can have. Okay, well, that's it. Specific, measurable, aligned, relevant, and time-boxed. If your goals have all of those characteristics, then you have great goals. There's something that you can attack. You'll know when you reach the end, and you can celebrate. And that's one of the things that we didn't talk about in this little snippet. What we do talk about frequently is that we also have to celebrate our victories, right? And one of the ways that kind of facilitates that is knowing when where the finish line is. So when we cross the finish line for that goal, we can celebrate. Now, that's important because that does something in our brain, and it encourages us to do that more. The reticular activating system kind of kicks in. We get a little shot of dopamine, and it encourages us to do that more. So, hope that was helpful. Be sure and share with your network so other people can find this. And as you may have seen, this is, and I mentioned in the open, this is just a part of the bigger outcomes-based framework for success. If you'd like to see the whole program, there's a link for it in the description below. Be sure and check that out. Or if you'd like to talk with me about helping you build the business you need in order to have the life and lifestyle that you crave, be sure to go to the website, thomrigsby.com/coaching. There's a space there where you can schedule a time for us to talk on the phone. 100% confidential, 100% no obligation. No 100% obligation. It works out in there somewhere. Anyway, you guys have a great day. If there's anything I can do to help you, be sure to check back. Thanks for being here, and I'll talk to you again soon.